The Lord be with you. Today is the 38th Sunday of the year on our church calendar. Let us discuss the Sunday's Gospel. Who is the image of the Pharisee in our time? And who is the image of the publican also in our time? But before we answer those questions, let us first get the meaning of Pharisee and publican. The Pharisees are the elite or rich worshippers in the temple of God during the time of our Lord Jesus Christ. And the publicans are the Jews who were tax collectors of the Romans also during the time of our Lord Jesus. They were considered sinners, for they connived to the Roman Empire to collect taxes to the chosen people of God. In the rank of Pharisees, our Lord Jesus did not call any one of them to be his apostle, while in the rank of publicans, he called an apostle to him. He is Saint Matthew. In our gospel for today, our Lord Jesus gave this parable, the Pharisee and the publican. These two went up to the temple to pray. The Pharisee stood and began to pray within himself, "O God, I thank you that I am not like the rest of men, robbers, dishonest, adulterers, or even like this publican. I fast twice a week. I pay tithes of all that I possess." But the publican, standing afar off, would not such as lift up his eyes to heaven, but striking his breast and saying, "O God, be merciful to me, the sinner." I tell you, this man went back to his house sanctified rather than the other. For anyone who exalts himself shall be humbled, and he who humbles himself shall be exalted. Here, brothers and sisters, humility is the highest wisdom of God, while pride is nothing but the highest art of the devil. Christ did not want beauty in the eyes of men. The Pharisee, even wearing expensive clothes, giving alms, fasting, paying tithes, did not rob, did not committed adultery, did not done dishonesty, but humiliated his fellow men, thinking within himself he is above the sinners, and yet the sinner publican went home sanctified than him. Why, beloved brothers and sisters? This was already answered by our Lord Jesus. He who exalts himself shall be humbled, and he who humbles himself shall be exalted. For our Lord Jesus Christ, it's not important to do good and obey the law. If pride is within yourself, this is considered sinful to God. Pride is implanted by the devil in the souls of men to be his followers. From the very beginning, pride is within himself. He showed it in the throne of heaven when he said to God, "Non serviam," which means he do not want to serve God anymore. Not only this, brothers and sisters, he persuaded his fellow angels to rebel to God. 1/3 of angels in heaven he seduced to rebel and fought God. But they were defeated by the angels who stand loyal to God in the leadership of Saint Michael, the archangel. And for that, God cast down the rebel angels on earth. In contrast to what Jesus preached and implanted to human souls, humility. Even he is God coming from the throne. When he incarnate to be human on earth, he was born only in a stable of animals. His parents are poor. His teachers were only his mother and father. His apostles were only fishermen and poor. And the most, brothers and sisters, he suffered a very humiliating death, a crucifixion on the cross. So here, you can see the pictures of the Pharisee and the publican. The Pharisees, full of pride, and the publicans, full of humility. Consequently, the same as two seeds, seed of the serpent and seed of God, seed of Satan and seed of Christ. In the book of Genesis, God said to the serpent, who is the devil and Satan, "I will put enmity between you and the woman, between your seed and her seed shall crush your head, and you shall lie in wait for her heel. Here, beloved brothers and sisters, clearly stated the two seeds that will fight, the seed of the serpent and the seed of the woman. The mystery woman that was mentioned is the Blessed Virgin Mary, who gave birth to Jesus, to whom the seed of Christ was originated. So the tree is Mary, and the first fruit is Jesus. All followers of Jesus is the seed of Mary. This is the seed of the woman. Who do not belong to Jesus and Mary is the Antichrist, the seed of the serpent. In the last battle, which was called Armageddon, the seed of the woman will win against the seed of the serpent. So to whom do you belong? We are for Mama Mary. Until next issue, brothers and sisters, if you have questions, just message your comments.